There is a sunscreen sitting.
There is a sunscreen sitting in your bathroom right now that is supposed to protect your skin. But every single morning you press it into your face and the same thing happens. You look in the mirror and you see it, that white film, that ghostly cast, sitting on top of your skin like a mask you never agreed to wear. And what do? You rub it in harder. You wait a few more minutes. You layer your makeup on top and hope nobody notices. Then you go outside and wonder if maybe this is just what sunscreen is. Maybe this is just a price you pay for protection. It is not. The white cast is not a technical limitation. It is a formulation decision that certain brands keep making because they know most consumers will blame their own skin type instead of the product. Today, I am going to show you exactly which 5 brands are still pulling this trick, what is causing it at the ingredient level, and the 5 products that have actually solved the problem. This is not a review. This is an audit. Before we get into the brands, you need to understand one thing. The white cast comes down almost entirely to the type of UV filter in the formula. There are 2 categories. Chemical filters absorb UV radiation and convert it to heat. Mineral filters sit on top of the skin and physically deflect UV rays. The 2 most common mineral filters are zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Both of them are white powders. Both of them, when sitting on the surface of your skin at high concentrations, will make you look like you lost a fight with a bag of flour. This is basic chemistry. A white particle sitting on skin creates a white film. The question is not whether zinc oxide and titanium dioxide cause white cast. They do. The question is whether brands have solved that problem. And if they have not solved it, why are they still charging premium prices for a formula that turns your face into a ghost? The answer is formulation cost. Solving the white cast problem requires either smaller particle technology, which is expensive, or switching to chemical UV filters with more complex stability testing. For some brands, it is cheaper to keep the old formula, change the packaging, and count on the fact that you will keep buying it. Starting with the brand that set the standard for white cast in the luxury category. Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen has built its entire identity around making sunscreen invisible. Invisible is literally in the name of several of their products. But here is what the marketing does not say. The Unseen formula relies on avobenzone and octinoxate for its UV protection, a combination flagged in FDA studies for systemic absorption into the bloodstream at concentrations that exceed what the agency considers safe. In 2021, the FDA requested additional safety data on both of these filters after studies found measurable levels in blood, urine, and breast milk of participants after application. Supergoop has not reformulated. They changed the packaging, hired more influencers, and raised the price. They have never published an independent study on the safety profile of their specific formulation. For a brand whose entire value proposition is making sunscreen something you feel good about wearing every single day, the absence of that data is not a minor footnote. It is a whole story. Number 2 is the brand that trades on medical credibility so aggressively that consumers assume the science is already done. Elta MD UV Clear is recommended by dermatologists at an astonishing rate. For fair to medium skin tones, it does largely disappear. But for deeper skin tones, the 9% zinc oxide in this formula sits on the surface and creates a cast that ranges from visible to dramatic depending on your complexion. This is not a rare complaint. A search of EltaMD reviews on any major retailer shows hundreds of detailed descriptions from women with medium to deep skin tones documenting exactly this problem. The 9% zinc oxide is not coated with any publicly disclosed particle modification technology that would reduce its optical whitening effect. The dermatologist endorsement machine keeps recommending it. The deeper toned consumer keeps buying it and returning it. And EltaMD keeps collecting both the premium price and the professional credibility without reformulating for the full range of skin tones they claim to serve. Number 3 is the case that is hardest to forgive because this brand knows exactly what it is doing. Tatcha Silk & Pore Perfecting Sunscreen retails for around $30 per ounce, which is positioned next to $200 per ounce moisturizers at Sephora to make it look like a bargain. That is a pricing psychology trick, and it works. What you are actually getting is a mineral-heavy formula in which titanium dioxide appears high on the ingredient list at concentrations significant enough to drive formulation behavior. There are no published particle size specifications for the titanium dioxide
used in this formula. No nano or micro coating disclosure anywhere in Tatcha's literature. The product is sold with language about Japanese skin rituals, silk extract, and Hadase 3. None of those ingredients affect the optical behavior of titanium dioxide on skin. Tatcha knows this. Every cosmetic chemist they employ knows this. They have chosen to keep the formula because the ritual positioning is doing enough selling that reformulating for skin tone inclusivity is not a revenue priority. At $30 per ounce, that is a decision about whose skin tone matters enough to warrant investment. Number 4 will shock the most people because it lives in the drugstore. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch. SPF 100 is one of the best-selling sunscreens in America, and that SPF 100 number is doing all the work. The actual UV protection difference between SPF 50 and SPF 100 is marginal. SPF 50 blocks about 98% of UVB rays. SPF 100 blocks about 99%. That 1% is functionally irrelevant. But SPF 100 on a label sells units at a volume that makes the math of keeping an inferior formula viable. The chemical filter cocktail in this formula includes oxybenzone, which the FDA's own 2021 guidance placed in the category of ingredients, requiring more safety data before being considered safe for daily use. Hawaii, Palau, and several other jurisdictions have banned oxybenzone-containing sunscreens from sale near marine environments because of documented coral reef bleaching. Neutrogena continues to sell the same formula. The SPF 100 number keeps doing enough work that the conversation about what is actually in the bottle never rises to the level of affecting sales. The 5th brand makes the white cast problem most inexcusable because of its price point. Augustin Espada's SPF-containing products start around $100 per ounce and climb significantly higher. The TFC8 complex at the core of all Augustin Espada formulations is described as a blend of peptides and stem cell-derived growth factors. No peer-reviewed human trial has been published to validate those regenerative claims. The zinc oxide used in their SPF formulas has not been disclosed at the particle modification level in any public documentation. For a brand charging over $100 per ounce and positioning itself as the scientifically advanced alternative to traditional luxury skincare, the absence of nano-coated zinc oxide technology that would eliminate white cast is a significant formulation failure. The science that would solve this problem exists. They have simply chosen not to use it. Now let us talk about who has actually solved this. The first hidden gem is Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen, around $15 for 60 milliliters. Purito uses a Tinosorb S and Tinosorb M hybrid filter system. Both are EU-approved UV filters with substantially better photostability than American chemical filter standards. And neither creates white cast because they are molecular filters that absorb rather than reflect. Tinosorb S and Tinosorb M are not available in FDA-approved formulations in the United States, which is why American brands have not adopted them. Purito ships internationally and delivers SPF 50+ with genuinely invisible application across a wide range of skin tones. $15, no white cast, better filter chemistry. The second gem is Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun, $17 for 50 milliliters. This formula uses zinc oxide and ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate at ratios specifically engineered to eliminate white cast while keeping the mineral component for its UVA protection. The zinc oxide uses a particle size that significantly reduces optical whitening. Independent testing has confirmed that the formula produces no visible film on skin tones through medium deep. For $17, Beauty of Joseon is delivering the formulation intelligence that Tatcha charges $30 per ounce to withhold from you. The third gem is Isdin Erifatona Actinica at around $50 for 100 milliliters, the most expensive product on the recommendation side. What justifies that price is the combination of SPF 50+ protection with a DNA repair enzyme called photolyase, extracted from plankton and shown in published research to actively repair the specific type of DNA damage caused by UV exposure. There is a double-blind randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Dermatological Science demonstrating measurable reduction in actinic keratoses with consistent Isdin use. That is peer-reviewed clinical evidence. The formula applies completely clear. The $50 price is justified in a way that $100 per ounce TFC8 cream is not because the science is published, the mechanism is real, and the result has been measured. The fourth gem is Skin Aqua Super Moisture Milk SPF 50, around $12 for 40 milliliters, consistently one of the highest performing sunscreens in Japan, where UV filter testing requirements are more rigorous than the American FDA system. The chemical filter system produces an application experience that is genuinely watery, genuinely invisible, and genuinely comfortable enough to reapply throughout the day. Reapplication is where sunscreen actually works. A product that feels good enough to put back on at noon is worth more to your long-term skin health than a $100 serum you wear once in the morning and never reapply. The fifth gem is Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Wrinkle Defense SPF 30, about $23 for 60 milliliters. This formula uses avobenzone stabilized with bimotrizinol, an EU-approved photostabilizer that prevents avobenzone from breaking down on skin. Unstabilized avobenzone degrades in light within 30 minutes, which is why many avobenzone-based sunscreens lose their UVA protection before you finish your commute. Paula's Choice publishes the full ingredient rationale for every active in this formula. There is no proprietary complex obscuring what you are paying for. There is no celebrity endorsement premium. There is a formula that applies invisibly, protects effectively, and costs $23. Here is the truth that the industry does not want you to know. The white cast problem was solved years ago. The chemistry exists, the particle technology exists, the filter systems exist. Every cosmetic chemist working at the brands in the avoid list knows exactly what would need to change. They have not changed it. They have changed the packaging, changed the influencer partnerships, added new proprietary complex names to the ingredient story. But the titanium dioxide is still sitting at the same concentration, at the same particle size, doing exactly what a white powder has always done when you press it against pigmented skin. And they are doing this in broad daylight, which is the only place this particular lie was ever going to survive. If this video saved you from your next wrong purchase, hit subscribe. The next video is going to cover the UV filter gap between American and European skincare regulation and the brands quietly winning that race that you will never find on a Sephora shelf.